Hi guys, I'm here today with the second part of my book haul. These are all books that I have made from various book outlet orders over the past few months, so let's just dig right in. The first set of books I have to show you are actually some beautiful editions of the Anne of Green Gables series by L.M. Montgomery. These books are published by Tundra Books in Canada, and so they're a little harder to get a hold of in the US and the UK and other countries, and obviously they're very beautiful. So when I saw these on BookOutlet for just $4 or $5 a piece, I snatched up all the ones that were available right away. I was able to get 6 out of the 8 books in the series, so I was very happy with that, and I'm checking back every day eagerly to see if they'll add the other 2 that I need. So I have the first book here, which is of course Anne of Green Gables, and they all have this same type of design on the front with Anne's name in a different floral type pattern and different colors, different two-tone colors for the front cover and the spine. And there's the back, and they all have deckled edges and ribbon bookmarks to match the color of the corresponding cover. They are very beautifully published, as you can tell, and they're naked hardbacks with the cloth bound spines, and I just love them. I think they look gorgeous together, and I'm very happy to have this beautiful set of books as part of my collection. I've only actually read the first book in the series, which is this one, Anne of Green Gables, but I really enjoyed it. It quickly became one of my favorite children's books, and I am looking forward to continuing on with the series, hopefully very soon. So this is the first one, and they also include bonus short stories at the back of each book, and I've checked and they're all different short stories. It's not like the same bonus one included in every volume, so that's really cool too. So this is the first one, Anne of Green Gables, as I said. And then we have the second book, which is Anne of Avonlea, which is this beautiful red color with a blue spine. And then we have, I don't have the third book, but we're skipping straight to the fourth book, which is Anne of Windy Poplars, which has a purple cover with this nice light blue spine. And then the fifth book, which is Anne's House of Dreams, which has this pretty green cover with a darker green spine. And then we have the sixth book, which is Anne of Ingleside, with a purple cover and a yellow spine. I really like the yellow spine, but all of the other ones are kind of shades of blue and green, so it kind of sticks out a little bit, which I don't love, but it's fine. It's still beautiful. And then the last one that I have is the final book, the 8th book in the series, which is Rhea of Ingleside, with this dark blue cover and a lighter blue spine. So those were really great finds on a bargain website like BookOutlet, and I am very excited to have them in my collection. The next 3 books that I have to show you are additions to a collection that I have been curating for myself through BookOutlet again for quite a while, and that is these tiny, beautiful little editions of the Beatrix Potter stories. This one is The Tale of Benjamin Bunny, which is the last one I needed for this set of books, which are a set of 12 of her first 12 stories that are published in these beautiful colored naked hardbacks. So I'm very excited to have this to complete that collection. And then there is another collection of her stories which publishes all 23 of her stories in the same kind of compact small book versions, but with dust jackets. And this one is The Tale of Ginger and Pickles. And these, with their white dust jackets, it is a little unfortunate because they get a little dirty. I don't know if you can tell during transport, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it doesn't bother me too much, and I got this for $2 or $3 instead of, you know, twice that or more, so I can deal with it. So this is number 18 in the larger collection of her stories. And then the next one is also one in that larger collection of stories. It is number 19, and it is The Tale of Little Pig Robinson, which is also a little dirty, but again, I can deal with it. I am very excited to have those to add to that collection of mine. I'm a huge Beatrix Potter fan, so I'm very excited to have those. The next book is a middle grade novel, and it is The Cavendish Home for Boys and Girls by Claire Legrand. It has a beautiful cover. The font there is foil, as you can tell, and it's just got a very eerie, dark, kind of moody cover, which I really enjoy. There's the spine with the same foiling of the title in the back. It looks like there are also a few black and white illustrations throughout, just very simple, such as that, so that's exciting. As far as I can tell, this is just a little middle grade mystery about these children, these 2 best friends, Lawrence and Victoria, who are complete opposites, but one day Lawrence goes missing at this school, and Victoria has to figure out what's going on and why this has happened. It sounds like an interesting little read, and I'm excited to give it a shot. And the next book is another one in a series that I have started and am collecting the books of, and that is The Sandman and the War of Dreams, which is book 4 in the Guardians of Childhood series by William Joyce. You may have heard me talk about these books on my channel before. I read the first one, Nicholas St. North in the Battle of the Nightmare King, during Christmas time this past year and really enjoyed it. I love William Joyce. He's one of my favorite authors. I will read basically anything he writes. He's so imaginative and so wonderful at capturing the magic and wonder of childhood. And so this is, as I said, the 4th book in his Guardians of Childhood series, and I've only read the first one so far, but I'm excited to get to the subsequent ones in the series, and I'm sure I'll enjoy them just as much. This next one was kind of an impulse buy on BookOutlet for me. I saw the cover and thought it was beautiful and really was intrigued by the title, and then read the synopsis, and it sounded really interesting and like something I would enjoy, and it was only a few dollars, of course, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and that is The Awakening of Miss Prim, a novel by Natalia San Martin Finalero. I'm not sure. There's the name right there. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, it says it's an international bestseller, and as you can see, that cover is just gorgeous. That's the spine and the back. I'll just read you a little bit of the synopsis. It says, Prudencia Prim is a young woman of intelligence and achievement, with a deep knowledge of literature and several letters after her name. But when she accepts the post of private librarian in the village of San Ireneo de Arnois, I don't know, I'm sure I butchered that too, I'm so sorry, she is unprepared for what she encounters there. Her employer, a book-loving intellectual, is dashing yet contrarian, always ready with a critique of her cherished Jane Austen and Louisa May Alcott. The neighbors, too, are capable of charm and eccentricity in equal measure, determined as they are to preserve their singular little community from the modern world outside. Prudencia had hoped for friendship in San Ireneo, but didn't suspect that she might find love, nor that the course of her new life would offer challenge and heartache as well as joy, discovery, and fireside debate. Set against a backdrop of steaming cups of tea, freshly baked cakes, and lovely company, The Awakening of Miss Prim is a distinctive and delightfully entertaining tale of literature, philosophy, and the search for happiness. So that sounded to me just like a lovely, charming read, and I am very excited to get to it, and I will definitely let you know what I think when I do. And the last one that I have here is one that I had heard of before and that I was very excited to find on BookOutlet, and that is Six Guns Snow White by Catherine M. Valente, who's a very famous fantasy author that I'm sure you've heard a lot about on BookTube. She wrote the Fairyland series. It's a middle grade series that so many people love, and I have read the first book of and really enjoyed as well. But I've never read any more of her work, and this sounds absolutely amazing. It's blurbed as a retelling of Snow White as a gunslinger in a mythical Wild West. So if that doesn't sound amazing to you, I don't really know what would, but it sounds amazing to me, and I am really excited to get to it and hopefully love it. That is all for this part of my book haul of BookOutlet books. Let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought of them, or if you're intrigued to pick any of them up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.